Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video on our channel, Immortal News. Today, we'll be presenting a list of famous celebrities who have passed away, with announcements of their passing made in the last 24 hours. As always, we have special tributes in today's top headline section. Before we proceed, we kindly ask for your support by giving this video a thumbs up. Let's begin. Thank you. Number 9. Chance Perdomo, a bright talent whose promising career was tragically cut short, died at the age of 27 on March 30th, following a motorcycle accident. Known for his captivating performances as Ambrose Spellman in Chilling Adventures of Sabrina and Andre Anderson in Genevieve, Perdomo quickly became a beloved figure in the entertainment world. His role in the Netflix adaptation of Sabrina the Teenage Witch showcased his exceptional acting skills and his ability to bring depth and nuance to his characters, making him a standout star among his peers. Perdomo's dedication to his craft, his passion for the arts, and his vibrant spirit were felt by everyone who had the pleasure of knowing him or watching his work. Beyond the screen, he was remembered for his warmth and generosity, touching the lives of many with his kindness and enthusiasm for life. His untimely departure leaves a void in the hearts of family, friends and fans who had eagerly anticipated witnessing the further growth of his remarkable talent. In honor of his memory, we reflect on the joy and inspiration Chance Perdomo brought to his roles and to those around him. His legacy will endure through his impactful performances and the lasting impression he made on the world of entertainment. Tributes to Chance Perdomo. Number 8. Mark Spiro, an influential figure in the music industry known for his significant contributions as a songwriter, record producer, and recording artist, passed away from cancer at the age of 67. With a career that led to his representation on millions of records sold globally, Spiro's creative genius touched the lives of many through his work with artists like Julian Lennon, Cheap Trick, John Waite, Hart, and many others. His ability to craft songs that resonated with a wide audience made him a sought-after talent in the industry. Originally from Seattle, Spiro's journey to musical acclaim began with his move to Los Angeles, where he met Jack White and spent years in Germany honing his skills. His talent shone through with his contribution to the Top Gun soundtrack, marking the start of a prolific songwriting and producing career back in the United States. Despite the challenges, including parting ways with Interscope Records, Spiro's passion for music never waned, leading to the release of his solo work and collaborations with artists across genres. His legacy includes the touching Someday duet he co-wrote and produced with Julian Lennon and Steven Tyler, and his nurturing of talent within his own family, producing for his daughters Ruby and Summer Spiro. Spiro's later years saw him continuing to create and share his music, including the release of his album Traveling Cowboys in 2021, featuring the notable duet 7 Billion People with Julian Lennon. Mark Spiro's departure leaves a void in the music world, but his contributions will continue to inspire and move listeners for generations to come. His work stands as a testament to a life dedicated to the art of music, leaving an enduring mark on the industry he loved so much. Tributes to Mark Spiro. Number 7. Jerry Conway, an influential figure in the world of folk and rock music, passed away at the age of 76 on the 29th of March. Born in Kings Lynn, Norfolk on the 11th of September 1947, Conway's career spanned several decades during which he left a lasting impact on the music industry. Best known for his work with Cat Stevens in the 1970s, Jethro Tull in the 1980s, and his long tenure with Fairport Convention from 1998 to 2022, Conway's drumming was integral to the sound of many classic songs and albums. Conway's journey in music saw him play with the band Fotheringay and Eclection in the 1970s, contribute to the debut album of Steely Span, and work as a session musician on albums by Sandy Denny, Sheila MacDonald, Whiz Jones, John Cale, Jim Capaldi, and Joan Armatrading. His association with Cat Stevens' band marked a significant chapter in his career, touring and recording with Stevens during a period of great creative output. In the 1980s, Conway's talent was showcased on Jethro Tull's albums, including the Grammy Award-winning Crest of a Knave. He also enjoyed stints with the McGarrigle Sisters, and was part of Richard Thompson's live band, contributing to a vibrant period in Thompson's career. Conway's commitment to music did not wane as he joined Fairport Convention, contributing to the band's legacy and music for over 2 decades. His marriage to Jackie McShee linked him with another iconic folk band, Pentangle, further entwining his life and career with the fabric of British folk music. Gerry Conway's death marks the end of an era for those who knew him and admired his work. His contributions to folk and rock music will continue to be celebrated, remembered not just for the rhythms he provided behind the drum kit, but for the spirit and passion he brought to every performance and recording. Tributes to Gerry Conway. Number 6. Les Twentyman, a beacon of hope and a tireless advocate for the marginalized youth of Melbourne's western suburbs, passed away at the age of 76 on the 30th of March. Born and raised in Braybrook, Twentyman became one of Victoria's most recognized social campaigners, dedicating his life to confronting issues like homelessness, prison reform, and social welfare with unyielding passion and commitment. His journey into the public eye began unexpectedly in 1989, when a radio station's request for a comment on a youth story catapulted him into the role of a youth issues expert. Working initially for the City of Sunshine, his relentless advocacy and deep compassion made him a go-to source for journalists and a voice for the voiceless. He became synonymous with efforts to assist street children and those without a home, particularly through his work with Open Family, which runs a youth refuge house housing 200 young people a year. His commitment led him to establish the 20th Man Fund, furthering his mission to support the youth in Melbourne's western suburbs. Twentyman's contributions to society were widely recognized, earning him the Medal of the Order of Australia in 1994, and making him a finalist for Australian of the Year in 2004 and Victorian of the Year in 2006. His political aspirations, including candidacies for the Victorian Legislative Council and the Coraroit by-election, underscored his dedication to creating systemic change. The publication of his autobiography, The Les Twentyman Story, allowed a broader audience to understand the depth of his experiences and the extent of his impact. His legacy is one of profound empathy, unwavering advocacy, and an unbreakable spirit in the face of adversity. The community mourns the loss of a true hero whose life's work has left a memorable mark on the hearts of many and the fabric of society in Victoria. Tributes to Les Twentyman. Number 5. Bill Delahunt, a distinguished lawyer and politician from Massachusetts, passed away at the age of 82 on March 30th. A member of the Democratic Party, Delahunt dedicated much of his career to public service, representing Massachusetts's 10th congressional district in the U.S. House of Representatives from 1997 to 2011. His early years in Quincy laid the foundation for a life committed to the law and public service, leading him from Thayer Academy through Middlebury College to Boston College Law School, and eventually into the halls of Congress. Delahunt's tenure in Congress was marked by his unwavering commitment to the causes he believed in. From his establishment of the bipartisan Coast Guard caucus to his controversial but heartfelt efforts to assist low-income Massachusetts residents with heating oil through a program with Venezuela, his voice was a prominent one on issues of international diplomacy human rights, and oversight. And he consistently opposed the war in Iraq, advocating for a more peaceful and constructive foreign policy. After leaving Congress, Delahunt continued to influence public policy through his lobbying efforts, focusing on areas such as regional tourism, economic development, and medical marijuana. His post-congressional career saw him leveraging his expertise and connections to benefit both the public and private sectors, demonstrating his ongoing commitment to public service even outside the legislative arena. Delahunt's personal life was as rich and varied as his professional one, marked by his deep roots in the community, his involvement in high-level diplomacy, and his engagement to attorney Julie Pagano. His legacy as a dedicated public servant, a staunch advocate for his constituents, and a respected politician will be remembered by many. In remembering Bill Delahunt, we honor his service, his dedication to his beliefs, and the impact he had on the lives of those he served. Tributes to Bill Delahunt. Number 4. Robert Beerbom, a pivotal figure in the history and culture of American comics, passed away at the age of 71 on March 27th, after a valiant battle with cancer. Born on June 17, 1952, Beerbom's contributions to the comic book world spanned over 5 decades, beginning in the bustling comic convention scene of the 1960s as a teenager. His passion for comics not only led him to become a notable retailer in the Bay Area during the 1970s and 1980s, but also established him as a respected historian and consultant on early American comics. Beerbom's scholarly work included the rediscovery of America's first comic book, Rodolphe Topfer's The Adventures of Mr. Obadiah Oldbuck, laying the groundwork for understanding the origins and evolution of comic books in the United States. His dedication to the comic book industry was evident through his contributions to over 200 books on comics, where his expertise provided invaluable insights. As a retailer, Beerbom co-founded Comics and Comics, a pioneering store in Berkeley, California, which became a hub for comic book enthusiasts and played a crucial role in the promotion of underground comics. His influence extended to organizing the first comic convention that highlighted underground comics, BerkeleyCon 73, marking a significant moment in comic book history. Beerbom's legacy is not just in the comic books he sold or the history he unearthed, but in the community he built around the love for comics. His work paved the way for future generations to appreciate and understand the cultural significance of comic books. As we remember Robert Beerbom, we celebrate a life dedicated to the joy and artistry of comics. Tributes to Robert Beerbom. Number 3. Marian Zila, a luminary in the realms of light art, design, calligraphy, painting, and music, left an everlasting mark on the avant-garde scene of New York City and beyond before passing away at the age of 83 on March 28. Educated at Bennington College and initially grounded in painting, Zila's creative journey took a pivotal turn upon moving to New York City, where she immersed herself in the experimental music and art scenes of the 1960s. Her collaboration with her husband, the minimalist composer Lamont Young, and her involvement in the theater of eternal music, catalyzed a fusion of auditory and visual experiences that defined her career. Zila's contributions to the field of light art were revolutionary. Her ornamental light years tracery, characterized by its mesmerizing, slow-moving light projections, not only contributed to the aesthetic foundations of light art, but also inspired contemporaries and future generations of artists. Her works, such as Dusk Adaptation Environment and Magenta Day and Magenta Night, transformed spaces into immersive environments, exploring the interplay of light, color, and perception. Beyond her visual artistry, Zila's dedication to the Kirana school of Hindustani classical music under the tutelage of Pandit Pran Nath exemplified her deep commitment to the integration of artistic disciplines. Her performances and installations, often in collaboration with Young, sought not only to entertain but to transcend, inviting audiences into contemplative, sensory-rich experiences that lasted for decades. Her legacy, encapsulated in long-term installations like the Dream House Project, writings, and a monographic retrospective at Beerbom, continues to resonate within the art and music communities. Zila's exploration of the nuances of color, light, and sound has left a lasting impact on the conceptual and physical landscapes of contemporary art. As we reflect on her contributions, we celebrate the life of a visionary artist whose work transcended conventional boundaries to probe the depths of human perception and artistic expression. Marian Zila's artistic endeavors will continue to inspire curiosity and awe, serving as a testament to her innovative spirit and her profound influence on the art world. Tributes to Marian Zila. Number 2. Philip Needleman, an esteemed American pharmacologist and academic whose groundbreaking work significantly advanced the field of medical science, passed away at the age of 85 on March 25. Needleman's prolific career spanned both the academic and corporate sectors, making unfading marks in each. As a professor and associate dean at the Washington University School of Medicine, he nurtured future generations of scientists, instilling in them a passion for discovery and innovation. Needleman's scientific contributions were profound and wide-ranging. He discovered the first thromboxane synthase inhibitor, uncovered the inflammatory substance known as COX-2, and identified the cardiac hormone atriopeptin. His work on COX-2 led to the development of celecoxib, a groundbreaking anti-inflammatory drug that has benefited countless patients worldwide. This achievement alone would have been a career capstone for many, but for Needleman, it was but one of many pioneering contributions. Transitioning from academia to the corporate world, Needleman continued his impactful work as an executive at Monsanto Searle, where his leadership and vision were instrumental in bringing critical medical advances to market. His tenure at Pharmacia further cemented his legacy as a scientist who could bridge the gap between discovery and application, making real-world impacts on public health. Beyond his scientific achievements, Needleman's leadership roles at institutions like the Donald Danforth Plant Science Center and the St. Louis Science Center highlighted his commitment to the broader scientific community and to public engagement with science. Elected to the National Academy of Sciences and named a Fellow of the American Academy of Arts and Sciences, his contributions were recognized by his peers as transformative. Philip Needleman's legacy is not only in the drugs he helped develop or the papers he published, but also in the countless lives improved and saved through his work. His career serves as an inspiring example of how dedicated scientific inquiry and a commitment to serving humanity can lead to monumental achievements. Tributes to Philip Needleman.
Today's top headlines. News 1. In a somber turn of events, the search for Amanda Nenegar, a 26-year-old woman reported missing in late February, has come to a tragic end. Authorities in La Paz County confirmed that Nenegar's body was found late Friday night, marking a sorrowful conclusion to the weeks-long effort to locate her. Initially reported missing to the Blythe, California Police Department on February 28th, the circumstances surrounding Nenegar's disappearance had been the focus of intense scrutiny and concern. As the community reels from the news, investigators are now tasked with unraveling the sequence of events that led to this heartbreaking outcome. Further details are awaited as ABC 15 actively seeks to uncover more information on this developing story, highlighting the ongoing quest for answers in the face of loss. News 2. In a heartfelt revelation, beloved actress Candace Cameron Bure shared her personal battle with depression, offering a glimpse into the struggles that often remain hidden behind the smiles of public figures. During a recent episode of her podcast, the Candace Cameron Bure podcast, the star, known for her role in Full House and as a hallmark of family-friendly entertainment, opened up about the loneliness and challenges of dealing with mental health issues. With tears in her eyes, Cameron Bure discussed the difficulty of reaching out for help, even to those closest to her, highlighting the internal conflict between seeking support and the desire to appear strong. Her candid confession on Instagram, accompanied by a clip of the conversation, has resonated with fans, sparking an outpouring of support and admiration for her vulnerability. Cameron Bure also touched on the therapeutic benefits of exercise for mental health, emphasizing its role in her coping strategy. Through her podcast, Cameron Bure continues to explore significant and relatable topics, demonstrating her commitment to fostering open discussions on mental health and personal growth. News 3. In a poignant turn of events that has captured global attention, Pope Francis, the revered 87-year-old leader of the Catholic Church, made the difficult decision to skip the solemn Good Friday Way of the Cross procession in Rome. The Vatican, prioritizing the pontiff's health amid ongoing concerns, announced this unexpected move just moments before the event was set to commence. Pope Francis, who has led the Church for 11 years and faced significant health challenges, including a major surgery in 2021 and a history of respiratory issues, opted to conserve his strength for the Easter Sunday Mass and Vigil. Despite bouts of bronchitis and flu leading to hospital visits in recent weeks, the Pope continues to guide the faithful, addressing issues like conflict, social justice, and online civility in his messages. As the world watches, Pope Francis's commitment to his spiritual and global responsibilities remains unwavering, underscoring his dedication to service amidst personal health trials. News 4. In a harrowing tale of adventure gone wrong, American YouTuber Addison Pierre Malouf, better known as Your Fellow Arab, finds himself in the grasp of one of Haiti's most feared gangs. Malouf's daring mission to interview the infamous gang leader Barbecue took a perilous turn when he was kidnapped by the 400 Mawozo gang, just a day after his arrival in Haiti from Atlanta. The digital world reels as the news breaks of his capture and the staggering $600,000 ransom demand, with a partial payment of $40,000 already made. The situation took a public turn when fellow streamer Lalam announced the dire situation on X, revealing efforts to secure Malouf's release. Malouf's last video, eerily foreshadowing the dangers of Port-au-Prince, has left his viewers anxiously hoping for his safety. Amidst this, YouTuber Lord Miles Routledge shared chilling details of Malouf's condition, emphasizing the grave reality of his situation. As the global community watches, the stark reminder of the risks faced by content creators in pursuit of compelling stories comes to the forefront, with hopes pinned on Malouf's safe return.
Number 1. Emilio Lora Tamayo, an esteemed Spanish physicist and academic luminary who twice helmed the Spanish National Research Council and served as a rector at several universities, passed away at the age of 73 on March 29. Born into a family with a strong academic and political legacy, Lora Tamayo charted his own course in the realm of physical sciences, earning accolades for his contributions to microelectronics and scientific leadership. Throughout his illustrious career, Lora Tamayo was at the forefront of Spanish scientific endeavor, leading the CSIC through periods of both innovation and controversy. His stance on Spain's brain drain sparked debate, reflecting the challenges faced by the Spanish scientific community in times of fiscal restraint and the emigration of researchers abroad. Despite criticisms, his leadership was marked by a commitment to advancing scientific research and development within Spain and beyond. Lora Tamayo's academic journey was distinguished by his tenure as a professor and his involvement in groundbreaking research that led to the publication of over 100 scientific articles and the co-authorship of several patents. His international engagements, including a visiting professorship at the University of California, Berkeley, underscored his global perspective on science and education. In his roles as rector of Menéndez Pelayo International University and the Universidad Camilo José Cela, Lora Tamayo advocated for educational excellence and innovation, leaving a lasting impact on the institutions he led. His departure from Menéndez Pelayo International University underlined the complexities of navigating the intersection of academic administration and governmental policy. Beyond his scientific and academic contributions, Lora Tamayo was a respected member of prestigious academies, further testament to his wide-ranging influence and commitment to the dissemination of knowledge. His legacy is a testament to a life dedicated to the pursuit of scientific excellence and the advancement of education in Spain. Tributes to Emilio Lora Tamayo.